Nissan Silvia S13. Today we're doing an A-class Touge build because I see a lot of like videos online and people are like racing Touge against their friends or whatever. They do a lot of A-class. I do have an S1 Touge build in the works, being the Honda NSX-R right here. It's an 05 Honda NSX-R. I'll probably do one of the 92 NSX at some point, but this one, I'm still kind of working out the kinks on it. It's got a few little like weird handling stuff. Kind of working it out, getting it there. That's for a later date. Anyway, we have the S13 though for today's video, being A-class. So here's a rundown of what we're going to do today. I'm going to give you guys the livery code that I have on this car if you want it, which is the initial D Acuna Speedstars livery. Then I blanked out. I'm doing that first because I know I'll forget to do it later. Then I'm gonna start up a rivals event and go to Mount Haruna, because Mount Haruna is the longest Touge route in the game, and it has a nice mix of straights and curves, turns, hairpins. Not just because it's Mount Acuna from Initial D. That is not. That's a factor, but it's not the main factor. Then I'll give you guys the build and tune. Well, first the share code, then the build and tune step by step for those of you who want to do that yourself. So first, livery code. I have lots of cool liveries that you might want to look at. For this car though, it is 679-187-397. Excuse me. One more time. 679-187-397. Yeah. Okay. Touge. Haruna A-class. Gotta change my rival to myself. Man, I'm the only one on my friends list who put up an A-class time on this course. Alright. Anyway, my rival is myself in the Mazda RX-7. I'm gonna be for real, that RX-7, that thing is planted, and it is glued to the road. So I'm probably not gonna be able to beat that in this car. Throughout testing, that RX-7 just kind of mopped all of my other cars. Not badly, but like within a second, 2 seconds on some of the slower ones. But like, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna try not to make a fool of myself. Let's get going. So the purpose of this part of the video is to kind of show you guys what the car can do, like how it handles, how it accelerates, how it drives, all that neat stuff. So this car is perfectly capable of doing a drift run. If you want to drift it, it can and it will. I just prefer more of like a mixed run. I drift certain corners, I grip others, stuff like that. A little bit wide there, but that's fine. Okay, so it's looking like that RX-7 is just a lot faster on the straights and the corner exits, where this thing is pretty quick in the entrances and in the corners. Okay, accelerated a little early there. Little drift, little baby drift. Went kind of wide there. Honestly, I think these corners might be better to kind of slide a little bit though. Nothing crazy. Don't overdo it and throttle it like that. That one is better to grip. This one might be better to slide it. Yeah. That was more of like a slip angle, really sliding that corner. My guess is I'm about 3 seconds behind that RX-7. Maybe more than that. Nope, 3 seconds. Not 4. I think that's partially me though. I don't think that's very much the car. I think that's just me. I don't have a ton of time to play games anymore. Like, I do have the time, but I kind of don't. So, kind of slipping a little bit at that, and I didn't do a practice run when I probably should have. But anyway, that's enough for the excuses. Still a pretty solid time. Still a solid handling car. Let's go on home, where I can give you guys the share code, the build, and the tune. You know what's really weird? Is at the beginning of the videos, I say, I'll give you guys the share code later.
Welcome back, Cameron.
And I think that some of you just don't watch the videos, because I get comments all the time, like, what's the share code? Or like, give me the share code. But like, if you just kind of like watched, not even like the entire video, just the first like 4 to 5 minutes, you would have it. Like, I don't get it. Like, some people, like, you would have it if you just watched the video. I keep it polite though in the comment section. I'm like, it's in the video, but like here. Alright, upgrades and tuning. Custom upgrade. I believe I haven't. Oh, I did. Nice. Okay, so now what do I have to go? Custom tuning. Load setup. My tunes. Share code. The share code for this tune and build 658-059-181. One more time, that is 658-059-181. Beginning with the upgrades, you want the stock engine and stock drivetrain, rear wheel drive. Some of you will probably like that. Body kit is entirely up to you. I elected not to. Aero, once again, entirely up to you. I think I kept it pretty much stock though. Yeah, I did. Wheels and tires. I have the sport tire compound. Anything above that bumps us into S2 or S1 class, my bad. 255mm tires in the front and 275mm tires in the rear for width. For the wheels themselves, I have in the specialized rim style, the work, is this supposed to be Genesis? Genosis is from Star Wars. FCV03, I don't know, like, I don't know how to pronounce that, but those are the wheels. The rim size, I believe I bumped them. Yeah, 16s in the front and 16s in the rear as well. You want the maxed out front track width and maxed out rear track width for their spacers. Race clutch, race transmission, race driveline, race differential. Moving on over here, we have race brakes, rally suspension, which, I mean, like, for me personally, like, you can run race suspension, but it's personally, like, my preference. I feel like the rally suspension is just a little bit better for Touge. That's my preference. You can switch it to race if you like, but I do strongly recommend going with rally. We have race front anti-roll bars, race rear anti-roll bars, no roll cage, and race weight reduction. Moving on over to the engine bits, we have a race intake, race fuel system, race ignition, race valves, sport cam, sport exhaust, stock engine block, stock pistons, stock turbo, race flywheel, race flywheel, race oil and cooling, and finally a race intercooler. Now for the tune, tire pressure, you want 24 in the front, 22 in the rear. Gearing, 3.36 final drive. I believe the gearing is stock. I don't think I changed it. I might have fiddled with first gear a little bit, but I want to say the rest of it is pretty much stock. If yours doesn't match this, go ahead, pause the video, match it up, and then resume. Camber. In the front, it is negative 2.5. In the rear, it's negative 1.5. For toe, it's positive 1.2 outward for the front, and the rear is negative 0.5. Front caster angle is 7. Anti-roll bars is 21.0 in the front, 14.5 in the rear. Springs, 196.2 in the front, and 228.8 in the rear. Ride height is 7.6 in the front, 6.8 in the rear. Damping. Rebound for the front, 7.8, for the rear, 8.1. Bump, I just blanked out. Bump stiffness, 2.3 in the front, 3.1 in the rear. I've been doing that a lot lately. I don't know. I've been doing that a little too much lately, and I don't know why. Something might be wrong with me, guys. Hopefully not. Aero, if you gotta leave it stock. Braking, 45% balance towards the rear, 70% pressure. Differential, 65% acceleration and 45% deceleration. That's it for the tune. And let's go rip some donuts, because that's how we end off all the videos around here. I see this car here. Oh, come on, man. Alright. Alright everybody, those weren't the best donuts, but that'll have to do. Thank you guys for watching, hope to see you in the next video, and that is all for me today.